Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at our Hyperliquid integration. We'll look at which features and trading tools you can use on goodcryptoX with Hyperliquid. We're going to be looking at how to set up your Hyperliquid account, how to connect it with goodcryptoX, and finally we'll also touch on how our good token powers up and enhances your goodcryptoX with Hyperliquid trading experience. So let's start with functionality first. Though Hyperliquid frankly has quite good native functionality in their interface, they're still missing quite a few important and powerful trading tools that goodcryptoX provides. So first and foremost, these are the trading bots, right? We offer grid bot for Hyperliquid, DCA bot, and Infinity trailing bot at the moment, and there are quite a few additional bots coming in the near future. So grid bot, it's a bot that places a grid of buy and sell orders, right, and maintains it, and basically it profits from volatility from price movements between those levels. So it buys here, sells here, buys here, sells here, and so on and so forth. So you profit basically from the volatility of the coin. It's a very powerful instrument, one of the most powerful in crypto traders' arsenal, and we're very happy to be bringing it to Hyperliquid. We're also offering DCA bots, which are basically a tool that allows you to enter a position either manually or based on technical analysis signals, or based actually on TradingView webhooks, or any signals from alerts strategies from TradingView can open a position. Once you open it, you can place automatically additional averaging orders. So if the price moves against you, then the bot automatically averages down your position and automatically adjusts take profits and stop loss. It's a very intuitive but yet very powerful tool. In fact, it's our most popular trading bot both on centralized and decentralized exchanges in the app. It's relatively easy to understand and set up, but it can be, if used correctly, it can be quite powerful. And finally, we have Infinity trailing bot, which is kind of quite simple. It uses our trailing orders to both enter and exit positions, basically taking advantage of the price movements up and down. So it makes sure that it enters position efficiently, like when the price stops moving down and starts going up, and then it trails or basically carries the sugar with the market when the price rises to make sure you capture additional upside on exits. So this is very simple bot, but if on the right kind of coins with right kind of volatility, it can be quite powerful, right? We're gonna be looking more in detail on each of those bots in separate videos. We also have a comprehensive documentation here at docs.goodcrypto.app. But now let's move. It's not all, right? So let's move into the next bunch of features that we offer. So besides the fully automated trading bots, we also do offer advanced manual orders, right? So quite a few orders already available in a native Hyperliquid interface, but what Hyperliquid is missing in the department first is the trailing orders, which we offer quite a bunch of, right? We offer trailing market, trailing stop limits, and the reverse trailing orders. What these orders basically do is that they follow trail the market when it goes in your favor, right? Making sure that you either, like if you're trying to buy and the price falls, then it will follow it when it falls to make sure that you buy at the lowest possible level, and the other way around. If you're exiting position and if you're selling, if the price rises, it will follow again the price when it rises to make sure that you capture additional upside and only exit the position when the price stops rising, right? Or you can actually do the opposite with the reverse trailing orders, but that's again, we have quite an extensive documentation and video reviews on that again here in the documentation. If you go into basically DEX trading, right? Perp DEXs, Hyperliquid, manual orders. Here are the trailing stops. You get, okay, you get basically comprehensive coverage of both basic functionality and additional trading features. But that's not all. We also offer the ability to attach take profit and stop loss to any order, same actually as Hyperliquid, but now you can turn any of those orders, either stop loss or take profit, into a trailing stop loss, right? So it will not just execute, but actually will, if the price rises, then it will follow the price and goes higher, protecting your downside, and at some point it will become trailing take profit. Or you can go for trailing take profit outright. You can actually combine them if you are an advanced trader and know what you're doing. But more than that, besides that, we actually offer multiple take profits, so you can split your take profit into several targets, decide which the proportion of the position that you want to take profit at, and then basically set up the levels. And same as with bots, everything can be set up right on chart, right? You just very intuitively just drag the take profit levels where you want to place them, right? Same with stop loss, and basically that's it, right? So multiple take profits is a very powerful feature, but even more than that, we also offer a smart stop loss feature. So you can either, as I mentioned, make it a trailing stop loss, or with a simple stop loss, you can actually turn on the move to break even feature. If you turn it on, then basically you enter here. If your take profit executes, the take profit one executes, then the stop loss will automatically be moved after it executes here, making sure that the worst case scenario in the price bounces back down, you won't lose any money, right? Or you can actually make it, sorry, it's here, right? Make it follow take profits, and in this case, if the first take profit executes, the stop loss will move to the entry price. But then if the second take profit executes, the stop loss will actually move to the place of first take profit, and so on and so forth. It's a very powerful feature. It's amazing how it can transform your trading experience and the profitability of your manual trading. So this is the main additional features that we offer with manual trading. Also worth mentioning that even the all our take profit and stop losses and trailing stops, and actually even the simple conditional stop markets and stop limits, they're all of them kind of live on our servers. So they're, in that regard, virtual orders until they're triggered. So all the kind of trailing and tracking logic is handled on our servers. But also what that means is that they don't actually require margin until triggered, right? So if you are, professional trader, you actually you can use your trading capital much more efficiently, because you can offer a lot of orders and which won't be required margin until triggered. And if you have a lot of orders open on Hyperliquid, those orders that you open on goodcryptoX, they don't fall under the exchange open orders limit, in case you've got a bunch of them, right? Okay, so just to recap, on Hyperliquid we do offer powerful trading bots, DCA bot, grid bot, and infinity trailing bot, right? But also we offer enhanced advanced manual trading tools, a bunch of trailing orders, and advanced take profit and stop loss combo with trailing stop loss and take profit, multiple take profit targets, and a smart stop loss. But even that's not all. We also have a integration with TradingView, right? So you can use webhooks to basically to use any TradingView alert or strategy to trigger or cancel any order or bot inside our app. Just to give you an example, here's a DCA bot, right? Let's say you want to set up a strategy where it will receive a buy signal from, or sell signal with regard from TradingView, and basically just enter it. Enter position. So if you just switch entry condition to webhook, Now this bot, when launched, will expect either entry buy or entry sell signal from TradingView, and once it's received, it will open a position, and then you can either use the built-in averaging logic, right, which will work both with buys and with sells, with short and long positions, or you can just, set zero averaging orders and basically to just enter and exit with built-in profits and stop loss. But even more than that, like, you don't have to use built-in take profits. You can, turn them off, and the stop losses as well, and just use the TradingView signals to both enter and exit the position. And if you wanted to do it on repeat, you already have this repeat on close position turned on. So, like, if you set up it like this bot will be receiving either enter buy or enter sell order signals from TradingView, and then it will expect close position on another signal from TradingView, and then it will repeat itself once it closes position. Again, that was just an illustration with the DCA bot, but webhooks are available to use with all our bots and orders. Again, you can either trigger or cancel any order or bot inside the Crypto app with TradingView webhooks. And again, as with previously, we have comprehensive documentation of that. Again, here, Hyperliquid, you go to webhooks, right? Again, still docs.crypto.app, and then you have a detailed instruction of how to do that. Okay, yeah, so that was basically the functionality that we offer for our Hyperliquid integration that you can use to trade on Hyperliquid with goodcryptoX. Let's now briefly look at how to connect your Hyperliquid account. Again, you can choose to just go to our documentation. There's how to connect section with the details instructions, and actually a separate dedicated video on the connection. But let me just show quickly how to do it. As you can see here, I don't have the account connected, and all I need to do is basically to click at API keys. It takes me to the settings and exchanges, and it selects Hyperliquid automatically. And basically here, if I use MetaMask to manage my Hyperliquid account, which I expect like 90% of you do, it's very easy. It actually requires literally 3 clicks. If you don't use MetaMask, go to our documentation. There is a way to do it manually, or you might want to just export the wallet, the private key from the wallet that you use, and import it to MetaMask, because it's much easier to set up with MetaMask. But let me just illustrate how it works with MetaMask. So basically all I need to do is click connect with MetaMask, then make sure that it opens basically this dialog. Here I have to make sure that the account I'm connecting is the one that I'm using with Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid 2 is exactly the one that I want to use. So I just click connect, right? Let's click 1. Second click creates an API wallet, kind of API key in Hyperliquid parlance, and registers it with your account on Hyperliquid exchange. It's called Hyperliquid transaction approve agent. Doesn't matter which chain is here, and this transaction doesn't cost any gas, so we just confirm it. So let's click 2. And actually, it's now even with 2 clicks done, because I was already using this account with goodcryptoX. So I actually skipped here the 3rd step, which is to approve the builder fees. In case you're doing it the first time, there will be another message to sign, will be to approve our builder fees, which are maximum of 0.1% for futures or perps, and up to 1% for spot. Again, these are the maximum or base values. I'll now show you how to actually receive quite a few discounts and bring those fees down quite a bit. But these are the maximum maximum levels that are allowed by the exchange. But the spot actually it's not 1%, but actually it's 0.5%, because we only charge the fees on sell orders, right? It's not on buys, it's only on sell. So it's like actually effectively 0.5% on spot base and 0.1% on futures. But these are the base fees. If you go to our documentation and you just click here, you have, I think it's called swap fee, right? Which is DEX swap fee. Yeah, you go here and you both see all the conditions, but also you can see all the discounts that you can get. Just being referred by someone already gives you 5% discount. Then you can subscribe to our plans and get discount for just subscription up to 30%. But if you buy our ultimate NFT, it will give you actually 50% discount straight away, but it will also increase your referral revshare and actually boost your revshare if you hold in our token, which is another way to get a discount. So if you go back, so this was discount provided by the subscription and the ultimate NFT, and then if you just trade with us, either on Hyperliquid or centralized exchange, decentralized exchanges, spot exchanges, like all your volume combines and gives you discounts. For example, if you just need to trade 100K on DEX spot exchanges, or that would mean with 0.1 weight, it will mean like 1 million on Hyperliquid, you get a 10% discount, and then it increases with your volume. And even that's not all, because you can hold our token and you can get, by just holding our token in your built-in wallet, you can get discounts up to 50%, right? But by holding our token, you are not only getting the discount, actually you're getting the revenue share, right? If you hold 10,000 good tokens or more, we share 50% of all the DEX fees that we receive from users trading with us on spot or perps, the centralized exchanges. We share 50% of the revenue daily with our token holders who hold 10,000 or more good in their wallet. So by holding good in your wallet, you both get the subscription, you both get the discount on trading fees, and you get the revenue share, which is kind of that's how our ecosystem works. And what's more, all those discounts that I mentioned, they're not exclusive, right? So they basically stack up, right? So if you get 50% discount by buying our NFT and you hold our token, you get another 50% discount. So your total discount goes up to 75%. It's 50 times 50. It's 75% by just holding tokens and buying the ultimate NFT. So when you start trading with us, the fees are maybe a bit steep, but once you work for our ecosystem, you can bring those fees down quite a lot. Okay, so this basically concludes our overview, right? As we now added the account, you can see here that you're now able to trade. Let's just maybe quickly see how easy it is to set up an order here. So let's maybe buy wherever three hype. With trading order with a trailing distance of 5%, right? So this order will trail, hype will go down, it will stay 5% above the price if it goes down, and once it stops falling and goes up, it will actually trigger. And once it triggers, I want to attach a stop loss and take profit to it. And stop loss will be, let's say, 10%, and I want it to follow take profits. I want to make it smart stop loss, and then maybe with take profits, I will split the take profit target into 4, maybe 3 levels, right? And maybe first will be 25%, second will be 25%, and the third will be 50% of my position. And I'll just want to look how it looks here. So if I enter here, it looks okay. Maybe I want to take profit higher and yet higher. Yeah, let's see, maybe the largest take profit I want to put here. Yeah, so basically this is my setup, right? And that's it. And I just click buy long, and that's it. Now my order already started trailing. You can go to details, and you can see here this is where the trigger currently is. These are the take profits and stop losses. Potentially you can actually modify at any point, and if the price goes down, trigger goes with it, and basically the take profits and stop losses obviously will be adjusted automatically with that. Yeah, so this now truly concludes our review. Just to recap, you can integrate goodcryptoX with Hyperliquid and use our amazing fully automated grid, DCA, and Infinity trailing bot. You can use advanced manual orders, trailing orders, multiple take profits with smart stop losses. You can use TradingView strategies and alerts to trigger cancel any order or bot inside our app, and you can, use our token ecosystem to both get discounts on trading fees and to profit from revenue share by holding those tokens. And as you can see, as you've seen, you can connect a Hyperliquid account to us in just 3 clicks. Yeah, so that concludes this review. I will be recording separate videos for for trading bots and trailing stops on Hyperliquid, so you can dive deeper into the details. If you want to check out our YouTube channel, and we also, again, just to recap, have our comprehensive documentation at docs.goodcrypto.app, where everything like our centralized exchange functionality, Hyperliquid functionality, spot dexes, and the token ecosystem, and the entire ecosystem as well. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.